Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and so much stuff going on. Marge needs your help over on our Puzzle Hunt channel on the Discord server. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you're not on it already. Hopefully Marge will be soon finding or getting closer to the legacy that grandfather, charming old fellow that he was, left her. But it's been a struggle, and thanks to everybody who's helped out there. Now, also, of course, on Patreon, in 4 days' time, we have the beginning of a new month and a brand new puzzle and Sudoku hunt by Matthias Martinka. We are really looking forward to bringing that to you. Intriguing mix of difficulties in it, and I think you'll find out what I mean if you give it a go. It's certainly going to be worth looking at, and we may even have a prize for somebody at the end of it. Now, that's to come. Already on Patreon, we have Simon's Fistamafel Sisyphus solve. I think he's done a Fistamafel Sudoku today, so you can see him doing another type of Fistamafel puzzle on Patreon. And of course, there's blinking drilling going on. I hope that's not coming through too loud for you. The construction work carries on still near me. And we've been sent a whole bunch of puzzles on snooker. This is because the World Snooker Championship is underway. Now, I realize in some countries this is an irrelevance, and indeed in very few countries is it relevant. But actually, the three snooker puzzles that we've been sent have all been from different countries, and one of them is a very complicated set of rules, and I think I might try and persuade Simon to do that on Patreon at some point, rather than put it on the channel with all the rules. Even this one has quite a few. I'm going to have a go at this one today. We might get to the third at some point. This one is by Florian Wertmann, who has been on the channel before. He normally does a very good standard of puzzle, so it's definitely going to be worth trying this. And the way to do that is to click the link under the video, first link in this case, and that'll bring you to this puzzle in our software. Now, the rules are there. Let me try and explain them. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits on a thermometer increase from the bulb end. So this one, this must be bigger than that. This must be bigger than that. On these thermometers, they go two ways from the bulb, so they go up there and they go up that way as well. Digits in a cage sum to the given total and do not include repeats. The clue outside the grid, there's only one little killer clue. That is showing that this diagonal adds up to 7. That's a good place to start. Digits in cells joined by a white dot are consecutive, so those two must be consecutive digits. By a black dot have a ratio of 1 to 2, so that could be 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, or 4, 8, or the other way around in each case. Not all possible dots are given, so no negative crop key constraint. Right, that's what we've got. Obviously, the table is set up, the grid is set up like a snooker table with the cushions and pockets. That's what we've got going on here. A few of the balls seem to have bounced off this table, but I can also see that there's a triangle of reds because there are 15 reds at the start of a snooker frame, and we've got some dots roughly where dots might be on the snooker table, and also, of course, 147 is the maximum snooker break. So a few little Easter eggs from Florian there, but do give it a go. I'm going to try now. Let's get cracking. And I said this is a good place to start. 7 in 3 different cells has to be 1, 2, 4. And this black dot connects to one of those. So it must be from the 1, 2, 4, 8 powers of 2 group. And therefore it can't be 1, 2, or 4. That must be an 8. Now we know this is a 4. That's a 1, 2 pair either side of it. This one that it's consecutive with is 3 or 5, and that's a decent start. My eye is also drawn. Yeah, I made a bit of a mistake I failed to realize that a 2, 4, 8 couldn't include any consecutive pairs. There are 2 possibilities for a run of 3 digits connected by black dots. They are 2, 4, 8 or 1, 2, 4. And also, actually, 248 is impossible here because that already adds up to 14 and we need to put a digit in the cage there. So this must be a 1, 2, 4 set. So we get another number in the grid. That makes this one 7 by very simple arithmetic. We don't know much about this 7 cage. That was a very useless thermo number. This must be 1, 2, or 3 in both columns because, well, for the simple reason, I suppose, that there have to be 6 digits bigger than it. So it must be small. Then, yeah, where does 9 go in these two columns? That's a nice question because it must be on the end of a thermo. Useful thermo tip is that if there's a 1 on a thermo, it's always on the bulb. If there's a 9 on the thermo, it's always on the end. Now in this case, this forms an X-wing of 9s, and that proves that 9 cannot be in any of these cells because we must have 1 9 in each column, so we're definitely going to use 2 9s in those cells. Therefore, we're using 1 9 in each of those rows. I don't know how to use that, but it is a fact. Now, 9 can't be there, and 9 can't be there because of this X-wing. 9 also can't be there because it's not on the end of a thermo, so 9 is in one of those two cells and must be with an 8. It's intriguing how these thermos at the end in a consecutive number each. Can I do the same down here? No, definitely not, because 9 can be in those cells. It's not symmetrical to that. Right, what about this black Kropke dot that sees 1, 2, and 4? So that's 8, 3, or 6. Therefore, it is joined to either 4, 3, or 6, which is joined in turn to a 5-fold possibility. This can't be a 1, 2 pair down here because whichever one was a 1 would have to be joined by the white dot to a 2. And yet the 2 would already have been used up over here. So it's not a 1, 2 pair. So it's either 2, 4, 4, 8. It's not 4, 8 or 3, 6. Why is it not 4, 8? Because that is looking straight here. So that's not a 4. That's not a 2. Now one of these pairs is 3, 6, and the other one uses a 4. That's the only way this can work. Therefore, that's not 3 or 4 in the same column. Can it be 2? No, it can't. If that was 2, 3 here, 6 here, but you're going to need 2 and 4 again there, or a 3 and 6 pair. It can't be 2. So this can't be 3, and this can't be 6. 9 in this box has to be in one of those cells. In fact, 9's interesting now. Yes, 9 can't be up here because of those two, or there. It can't be here because it's not on the end of a thermo. It can't be here because of the X-wing. And it can't be here now because of this 9 set. Sorry, so I've ruled 9 out of all of those. I think it can still be here as well as here. And down here, 9 now can't be in those. Can't be there or there. They're not on the end of a thermo. Can't be in those. So again, we have a kind of a symmetrical position. 9s in columns 7 and 9 are in one of those two positions. And that accounts for where they are in the box. Now, 9 can no longer be there. Eight, 4. 9 could be in one of those. 9 can't be there or there, though. This seems quite likely to be a 9-8 pair as well, but no, I cannot be sure. Right, let's try and figure something else out then. Oh, that's interesting. Where does 8 go on these thermos? 8 is less constrained than 9. It can either be in the last cell of a thermo or the previous one if it has a 9 after it. So 8 could be here. 8 can't actually... Oh no, 8 could be there. No, it can't be there because this can't be 7 or 9. So 8 is not there. Can that be 8? With a 7 here. Could be. I was trying to put 8 definitely on the end of one of those thermos because then I'd have an 8-9 pair. Ah, yes, and of course 8 cannot be on the ends here. Does that mean anything for 8 in this row? Or this one? That's not 8. Ah, yes, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7. This one is 1, 2, 3, 5, or 7. So 8 and 9 are both in those cells. We know 9's in one of those. So that can't be 8 because it's too far up the beginning of a thermo. That can't be 8. So 8 is in one of these 3 cells. Oh, therefore it's in one of these 3. It can't be here because that would be 9 and that would have to be 8 again. So it's in one of those 2 in the bottom row. So it either goes with 7 or 9. Not 7 in that cell, clearly, given that's 7. So what do we know up here? 8 is in one of these cells. If it's there, this has to be 7. If it's there, this has to be 7. Because neither of them can be 9. So it is an 8-7. Oh, no, if it's there, it's an 8-7 pair. But this could be 8. Then we'd have 3, 6, 2, 4... 9 would be there now. 1, 5, 7. Oh, that does work. Is there something to rule out 8, 7 out of here? Oh, maybe not. 8 is in one of those cells, but I don't know which one. Can 8 be here? No, 8 can't be there. It can't be there, but I suppose it could be here with 9 there and there. And there. 9 would be in those cells. Then 9, ooh, 9 would have to be down here somewhere. I can't quite see why any of these don't work. That's got to have an even digit on, which is either 6 or 8. Same for that. Actually, this one can't have an 8 on because you'd get too many cells there out of 7, 8, and 9. So that's got a 6 on it. Definite 6 there. Not sure quite how that helps. So these can't be 9, those can't be 9, that's not 9, that's not 9. I'm going to colour all the cells that can be 9 just to see what that shape starts to look like. So in those boxes that I'm touching so far, 9 could be in any of those places. That can't be 9 because that can't be 8. So 9 also there. Oh, but down here there's plethora of places 9 could be. So those are all the cells that I think could possibly be 9. Is that telling me anything? And on the X-wing, 2 of them must be. I feel I'm just missing something here. Now, can that be 8? It's about 8s, isn't it? This can't be an 8. And that can't be an 8. Ah, so 8 on this thermo. Sorry, 8 on this whole thermo is now up there somewhere. Of course, that's been true for a while. So 8's in one of those 2 positions. Can it be here? Then 8 would be over here somewhere. If 8's there, that forces the 9 X-wing. Ah. No, I can't. Oh, there's something wrong with this. If that's an 8, then the 9 X-wing is there. Then we've got 9 here. That must then be an 8-7 pair, and there's nothing that can go higher than those on the thermo. My goodness. That's very clever. Right, I'm saying if that's an 8 at the end here, then we know that the 9 X-wing is in those cells. Then we know that the 9 is here. But that's a real problem because that makes this consecutive pair an 8-7 pair, and you've used 9 there and there's nothing that can go there. My goodness, okay, that'll do. So that is not 8. No, hang on, that's not 8. That's what I proved. That's even more helpful. So this is 8, and it needs a 9 higher than it. And now we do know where the 9 X-wing goes in those 2 cells. We can take the 9 pencil markings out of there, and indeed out of there. This is the only place for 9 in column 9 now. Can we use this colouring? Those are gone. That's gone. That's gone. That's gone. They're no longer coloured. Right, one of those 2 is a 9, so there's no 9 in those 2. Yes, that's useful because that's now an 8-7 pair, and I know which way round they go. That 7 means we've got a 6-5 pair there. It doesn't resolve this 8-9. I don't think I can fix the rest of these 9 positions. But it's nice to have some 9s in the grid. Right, now 8 might still be. Now we have made it possible for it to be in that consecutive pair. 9 is in one of these 3 cells. It could just be there with a 1, 2, 3 triple. 7, this can't be 2, 5 or 6. It's 1, 3 or 4 now. It goes with 6, 3 or 4 in the 7 cage. 7 is in one of those 2. Oh, and 8 is as well, is it? Yeah, 7 and 8. Yeah, that is a 7-8 pair. So first thing I'm doing is getting the colour out of there. Then the numbers, 7-8 pair. So this is a 3-9 pair. 9 is definitely there, so that's not 9. And 8 there in one of those means that's 9. And that's really interesting. Now this isn't 9. What's that? But this is, and it's in the 15 cage. 9, this is quite good for, oh, well, no, the triangle of balls would be the other way around with the 1, 2, 3 at the top, but never mind. 1, 2, 3 there. So this is now 5 or 7, and we know this is 6. And this is 3, and we can do 8 and 4. That's 5 or, that's 5. Yes, that's not 8. 8's on this pair, so it's an 8-7 consecutive, and that means this is a 5. This is either 2 or 4 now. 7, 8, 9, 5, 6, 1 or 2 there, 1, 2 or 4 here, unhelpfully. Ooh, this has to be 4, 5 or 6. 7, 8 pair. We've got a 1, 2 pair there now. 9. These others, they are from 4, 5, 6. So I have a feeling that cannot be a 3, because we'd go 2, 1, and this would have no fill. So that is 4, 5 or 6 as well, and we know where 3 is in the row. This is a 7, naked single of the row. That's not a 4 actually because of that. 4, 5, 6 and 9, and one of these is a 9. Look at our colouring. There we go. Okay, now 6 there from the 5 that we got over here. 5, 5. Is that a 5 or is... Ooh, if 5 was on there, it would be a 5, 6 pair. That's possible, that's okay. This can't be 6, 3 anymore. So it's from the powers of 2 set. 1, 2 or 8 there, 1, 2 or 4 there. These are from 1, 2 and 7. That's all we've got to place in the column. Now, what else do we know? This has, oh, that can't be a 2. 1, 3 or 4 there. 9, 8. 2, 1, 4, 7. So that's 3, 5 or 6 just by Sudoku. Now it can't be 3 because 2 and 4 have gone there. So that's 5 or 6. This can't be 4, so it's 5, 6 or 7. That's a 5, 6 pair in the column. We've got 1, 2, 3 and 4 left to definitely resolve. Can't do that yet. 4, 5, 6. Ooh, getting a bit stuck now. 6, 5. This can't be 5, 4 or 6. It could still be a 7, otherwise it's 3 or 2, which is an odd combination. What is strange is I still don't know anything about these remaining 9 positions. We've got 5 of them and 4 to go, and there's still a lot of opportunity. Right, 5 has to be over here. It's very likely to be a 5, 6 pair there, but very likely is not enough. Now, this can't be a 7 because you'd have to go 8, 9. In fact, this can't be 7, 8 or 9. So this is 6, 5, 4 or 3. Can't be 3 because this can't be 2. This is now 3 or 5. It can't be any higher given how we've limited that. Let's just good lift the rest of the thermo. That is 3 or 5. Now, didn't I know? Yes, it's not 5. Of course I did. 3 there. And that's not 3, therefore. 1 or 2. That's also not 3. 3, 9. So 5 and 6 are definitely locked up here. That's quite interesting from the point of view of this can't be 5 or 6 because they're in those 3 cells. And yet it connects to 4, 5 or 6, and it also can't be 9, 8 or 7. So if it can't be 9, 8, 7, 6 or 5, it is 3 or 4 to connect to that. But now this can't be a 3, 4 pair. That's lovely. That's really pretty. So 1, 6 pair there. That's the 4 in the column. That's the 3. Now, no 6 there. Actually, I still don't know. I know which way it goes. It's either 5, 4 or 4, 3, but I don't know which of those, but that's fine. At least we made some progress here. So 2, 3 and 5 still to place in box 2. I thought the thermos would be a bit more helpful than this. 4. That is 2 or 5 from all the other numbers it can see. 2, 3, 4 or 5 there. This is very entertaining. It's still not giving up at all. Like a snooker frame going all the way to the black now. 5 and 6 there. 5, 5, 4. One of these is a 4. Maybe it's in the thermo columns that there's something. That's a 5, 6 pair. But that can still be 4, annoyingly. 4, 5, 7 or 8 there. That surely... No, it could be 7, 8, so that could only be a 6. Oh, come on, Mark. 3, 1, 2, 7. So 6 is in this group, or in this pair. Now, I don't know if that's going to help. Don't think it is. That pair has to include a 6 because of the consecutive. So now I do know where 6 goes in this column. It's there. Let's uncolour that cell. It's not going to get anything else done. 1, 2, 4, 3, 8, 6, and either 5 or 7. This has to be 7 or 9 now. 6, 3, 6, 4, 8, 5. Not sure about that. It's extraordinary that we haven't found out where the 9s go yet. Really is surprising. 8, 7, 1, 6, 9. Yeah, this puzzle is clinging on and bashing me over the head, basically. 5, 6 pair there. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4, 7, 8. Oh, no doubt the rule of the mouse will apply and my mouse will be lingering somewhere where there's an obvious cell. But I don't know. I don't know what I should be looking for at the moment. Is there some thermo that's been totally revealed and I haven't worked it out? Well, this clearly can't be a 1. Now, does that have to be a 1, 2 pair? Then you'd get 7, 8, 6, 5, 9 here, 3, 4. And if it's not, if it was a 4, 8 pair, maybe that's more difficult. 7, 2, 3, 9, 1. So this is either a 1 or what was it the first way round? 1, 2 pair there. 6, 7, 8, 5. This would be a 9. So it's what a chocolate teapot quadruple there. Fully revolving set. I'm getting frustrated now. 3, 4 pair, 9 and 8 have to go into this column. This is so likely to be the 4, 8 pair here. If that was the 4, we'd have a 5 here. What would that mean? Nothing relevant, I don't think. Crumbs, there must still be something to do here. Come on, come on. Tease it out. 4, 5, 6, triple. So 4 is in one of those 2 cells. That's not a 4. 5, 6, 9, triple. I mean, I could have worked that out from this row as well. Oh, it's also not a 6. That is more obvious. 5 there. Right. That might get us going again. That gives us a 5 there. No 5 in those cells. Oh, it didn't really help on the thermo, did it? Because that couldn't... maybe it helped in the column. 6 there. Maybe it didn't. Still got the 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining. That's 5 or 7. This is 5, 7 or 9. Can't believe we've got a crucial parity play going on. 1, 2 pair there. Joins with a 1 or 2 there. 7 must be up there, so that can't be a 7. 7 must now be in one of those 2 cells. But which one? Which one? Those can't be 9. 8, 8. One of those two is an 8, which goes with one of those two. 7, 8, 9. 7 there would bring a 7 there and a 7 there. That 7 would force a 7 in one of those, 7 in one of those, and 7 in one of those. No problem with that at all. There's not some rule or clue I'm missing, is there? Don't think so. So a 3-9 pair there. Good grief. So 3 can't be there. That's a 3. That's now 4 and 6 done. That does the 1-4 pair. That does the 1-2 pair. That's kind of stuff that I would have done at the end, but all that that's given me is this 2-5 pair for the rest of the puzzle. Two in one of those, and 2 in this row is definitely in one of those two. So that can't be a 2. Doesn't fix the column. I thought this had been going fine, and then suddenly it's all ground to a complete halt. 3, we've got 1, 2, is there some triple or quadruple here? 5, 6, 8. If that's a 3, we've got 2 and 1. These are from 7, 8, 9. That's fine. You have a 1-2 pair there and a 4 there, and that's all resolved. But if that's 9, then that's 9. This is 3. I just don't know. 4-2 pair there. One of these is a 4, isn't it? So if that is the 4, this is a 1-2 pair. If that's the 4, then 1 in the row goes there. This becomes a 2. But I don't know where 1 goes in the column then. 1, 7, 8. One of those is a 4. No, no. I don't even know what I'm looking for now. 8. 8 is in one of those two cells. So what? Come on, Mark. Come on. So I could just... I mean, this must go one way around or the other, and the other way will be wrong. Why would it be wrong to say put a 7 here? You'd get 5, 9, 2. If that was 1, 2, then we'd have 3, 4, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. This would be 5, 7, 8, 9 square. That's more likely than 4, 8 being here, isn't it? If that was 4, 8, 7, 2, 3, 9, 1, that 3 would also force this to be low, very, very low. Wow, I cannot see the finish to this. My sincere apologies for the length of time I'm taking out of your day here. If you can see this, hats off to you. Now, 1 or 2 there. Ah, no, 1... Oh, you see, that could be a 4. If that's a 4, it goes with that, and that's easy. But if that's 1, this can't be 2 because one of those is definitely 2. Okay, that's something. It's not much. Doesn't get me a 1, 2, 4, 5 triple, which I would love. One of those is 2. So 2, 3, 9, 8. That can't be that. It also can't be 7. But that still leaves far too many things that it can be, which is the problem. So if that's a 2, then we get 4, 8 over here. 3, 9, 7, 1 there, and that's impossible because we need 1 there, so that cannot be a 2. That's complicated. That's not straightforward. Wow. But it does get this a bit unstuck. So this is now not a 1, 2 pair, but I still don't know what pair it is, do I? Oh, 9 in the... Yes, I do, because I've got an 8 in the row. Good. Yes, I do. Right. That's now a 1. That must get us there. Okay. Hurrah. Onto the home straight, he says, with no confidence at all. Right. That has given me the 9 there, finally. So I know that's not a 9. And I've got all my 9s coloured. Let's get rid of all the other colours. There we go. 6 and 9 there. That's become a 5. That's fixed this button over here. That resolves 1 down there, and that's going to get all the low numbers at the bottom done. Thank goodness. 2 and 1. In fact, all the numbers in the bottom 5 rows are done now. No 2 there. That's a 1, 7 pair. That is 5 or 6. It is indeed a 5, 6 pair at the top. This is where 8 goes, and 2 there. That resolves the 5, 2 pair. That resolves the 5, 6 pair. Whew, 7 there. 1 and 7. Back to a 6. The 7, 5 pair here is done. This is now a 2. And we've got 3 digits left to fill. 1, 3 and 4. And they go like that. That finally pots the puzzle, and that was tough. Now, if you're looking for a tip on the World Snooker Championship, I favour Judd Trump. He's looking very good to me, but the definite advice is do not take your sports betting tips from a Sudoku player. That's not the way to make money. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. Thank you very much to Florian for that. Let's hope the other snooker puzzles that we have aren't quite as tricky as that, or we may indeed get snookered by them. But great fun there. I hope you made slightly lighter weather of that than I did. But well done if you did. And see you soon on the channel. Bye for now.